Hey, welcome to day number 2 of the 12 days of tags. And today's tag is a snowman. So let's get started. Let's head right into Design Space and see what we have to do. So first thing you're going to do is head over to my site and grab your free SVG of this sweet little snowman and bring him on in. Now if you want to just cut him out and not worry about what you're going to write on it, you just want a bunch of blank snowman tags, then you don't have to do anything. You just have to go ahead and cut it. Notice that it fits to and from the Snowman Season stamp set, a little stamp. So you could do that. That's one way. Or if you want Cricut to do the work, let's figure out what we're going to do to tell Cricut what we want. First thing you're going to need to do, notice all these are grayed out, you're going to need to ungroup. When you do that, you can pop this hat over here. This is the shadow layer, which also gives us the eyes and the 3 pieces of coal. And you're going to grab the nose and move that over here too. So now you've got your snow body, and that's where you're going to do your writing. So we're going to click on text. The best way to get a writing font that actually looks like you wrote it, a single line, is to use the Cricut fonts. We're going to click on that. We're going to go over, did you see where that was? You click on the text box, and then right here it says font. I'm going to click on that little drop down arrow, and it's going to give me this huge selection of all the fonts that are available in Design Space. I'm going to filter, and I'm going to pick writing fonts. I'm going to click Cricut, say that fast. So now I'm going to get all the Cricut fonts that are going to be writing fonts. There's a really cute one called Santa, I think Adventures. They come in alphabetical. So, Santa's Workshop. And I'm going to write Merry Christmas, which looks really funky right now, but it will be okay when I get done with it. So I'm going to click off of it. I'm going to bring this in so it's going to fit in my snowman's belly. Okay, whoopsie. Merry Christmas. And then I'm going to say love Mimi, because that's what my grandchildren call me. And I'm going to shrink that down and bring that in so that fits where I want it. Okay, I'm going to select everybody. So I have the snowman and the 2 layers. For some reason, this one is trying to cut, and that's not what I want. I don't want to cut that out. I don't know how that happened. So let's go back a bit and see. That's so weird. So Merry Christmas wanted to cut. I don't know why, because we picked that we wanted a writing font. So let's try again. Bring our snowman over here. Text. Style writing. See, it's so weird. I don't know why it did that. But anyway, we're going to tell it Merry Christmas. And then we're going to shrink it down so it fits on our snowman's belly, right? Same thing. And okay. Line that up where we want it. It still says draw, so we're good. Phew. We're going to try it again. And we're going to do the second line. That still says draw. I really have never seen that happen. But anywho, you just double check before you go to. The good part about Design Space is what you see is what you get. No surprises. So if it said it was going to cut here, that's what it was going to try and do. And I don't want that. Now, I'm going to select all of this, and I am going to align horizontally so that my words end up in the middle. Everything is the way I want it. I'm going to select, and I'm going to attach. Now let's just double check. We have a cut layer, which is our snowman, and that's right, and then 2 draw layers. The reason I left this blank is I want the name that this is going to be for. This tag is for Lucy, and I want that to be in a different color and a different font. So I'm going to choose typewriter as my other font. Remember, these are alphabetical. And I'm going to type Lucy. And I'm going to shrink that down a little bit. I want that bigger, but it's still got to fit on my snowman's belly. Okay, that looks pretty good. But I need it to be a different color. So I'm going to click right here where the black is, and I'm going to change it to coral. And again, I'm going to select, and I'm going to align, center horizontally. I guess we're all good. And I'm going to say attach. So now when I say make it, Cricut's going to send this to the cut screen, and notice this layer wants to draw and cut with 2 different colors. I'm going to say go ahead, and it's going to attach itself to my Cricut. And I'm going to use medium cardstock. Let me just pop this down and see what it tells me to do. It will walk you right through, but you have to read it. It says load the midnight pen and clamp A and be ready with coral. Okay, so we're going to load this in, and we're going to take our black pen, pop that in. Now you don't have to use the exact color. The trick to this, do you see that little arrow? You want to be sure that when you push that in, it goes all the way down and the little arrow doesn't show anymore. And let Cricut go ahead and do its writing. And it's going to go ahead and it's going to write the black. I love to watch it write. I'm not going to have you watch the whole thing, but I want you to see some of it. So what's going to happen when it gets through writing Merry Christmas and Love Mimi, it's going to tell me to change the pen. So I want you to watch and see. It tells me it's 38%. It's drawing right around. I always feel like the Jeopardy music should be playing. It's on love right now. Mimi. See, still writing. Okay, now it's going to say, ooh, load coral. All right, so we're going to come over here and take out the black pen. I'm going to swap and put the coral pen in. When you take a pen that you haven't used before, just double check, make sure it's not dried out. If it's dried out, you might want to use a different one. This one's kind of really icky. So remember I said it doesn't care what color? Let's try this one. Oh, this is teal, and it seems to be doing a little bit better. So I'm going to put teal in there. Again, same arrow. And I give it a little help here when I'm pushing down so I don't break it off. And I'm going to let that go ahead. I always test a pen I don't use often because it won't know. Cricut's pretty smart, but it doesn't know if the pen's not writing. So it's going to go ahead and write. And when it finishes that, it's going to then go ahead and cut out the outside of the snowman. It's going to go over here, touch base. Make sure you have a blade, and then it's going to go ahead and cut. Right? And the one thing you want to remember when you finish is to take the pen out before you do anything else, because you'll forget the pen, and they'll dry out pretty quickly. So you want to remember to get your pen out first thing, just as a habit. So undo your pen, put your cap on, and then move on because you're super excited to see what happened. So here we go. And we've got our little circles already cut out, right? Okay, and then we're going to cut out the black and the orange, and by the magic of television or recording, we're going to do that like so. And we're going to line this up. Whoops, sorry. Line that right up. And then pop our hat right on the top here with our dimensional. I needed a new dimensional. Yes, he was on here before and I pulled him off. Pop him down. And then last but not least, we're going to add our nose. And you'll notice there's a little tiny, let me get over to where the camera is. There's a little tiny glitch right here. That shows you where the nose goes. The nose goes. And there you are. Right? Different colors, different fonts. Cricut does it all. Have some fun. Bye.